I built a simple but overpowered mob farm and create mod using dozens of mob spawners I collected from around the world to get hundreds of levels and tens of thousands of items to power our base. We also massively upgrade the tunnel bore again and so much more, so let's hop into it. So the goal is to be able to remove this sign right here, my very janky mob farm. I mean, look at this. I just built a stone box in the middle of a cave and it's horrible. Granted, I knew nothing about create mod when I started building this, and we have upgraded it a little bit. As you can see, we got like 7 spawners in there, but we need to upgrade this way more. I want to get like literally 50 to 100 mob spawners inside of one farm. So first order of business, we need to somehow shut off this farm without releasing a bunch of blazes and cave spiders and zombies and skeletons everywhere. And at least for most of those, we can just light it up. Blazes are going to be a problem though. Wait, I'm fire immune thanks to the armor now. Can you not hurt me? Oh, this is amazing. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yo, fire immunity on your armor. Incredible job. So the actually smart way to go about this is to, first of all, remove our horrible water wheels that we no longer need. Oh, those wheels are powering the pumps to the steam engine. Oh, without those water wheels, we're not pumping any water into the steam engine. Oh, we're gonna run out of water and the steam engine's gonna blow up. It's no longer producing power. Oh, I just broke the entire base, everybody. Turns out water wheels are important technology. Yeah, we ain't producing no power. Ain't nothing happening. Okay, well, I guess I'll go back to hand cranking to get some water into this thing. So I'm gonna try and hand crank this real quick. That should give us, yeah, about 16,000 stress units coming out of here. It's not gonna be enough to actually power all of that, so we need to break this shaft. And now, if we put in ourselves a cog right here, we should just be able to turn this, and it should start giving us some steam power. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now the steam engine is powering its own pump. Okay, that was a little bit of a janky fix, but it does appear that we have, 98,000 stress units coming out of the engine. Okay, we seem to have fixed it. Self-sufficient infinite power, everybody. Let's hope this doesn't backfire later. We're also not powering the lava pump either, because that was also tied into the water wheels. So my smart way of tearing down the mob farm was not that smart, actually. My bad. It wasn't a smart way. I forgot that I was activating the spawners the entire time. Okay, we're just gonna leave and hope that all of them despawn. Somehow, I've messed everything up. You know what? I'm just gonna go shopping real quick. Forget about all my problems. So I don't know what this is, but I guess I'll buy some. Okay, so the actually smart way of doing everything that I was trying to do was to glue together all of these spawners in one spot. Excuse me, sir. Glue all of these together, and then we're just gonna put them all on a single minecart contraption. Okay, now, okay, great. We have all the spawners. Okay, now we just leave again and let those guys despawn. Bye! Okay, this looks so much nicer. Now we can actually do some things like decorative with this area. And the actual mob farm is going to be going back in this corner now. So it looks like it's going to be pretty sunk back there, but that was just so I could chunk line it. The actual like AFK spot's going to be right about here. And then all of the mob spawners is going to be right up here in this area. Now, obviously, we got to mine a bunch of this out, and we also need to gather a bunch of materials. So as you can see, it's not really that expensive as long as you can ignore the 90 mob spawners. Now that I've actually organized my backpack to have just create mod things and then a bunch of extra experience, it's actually really easy to resource gather because everything I need is just like right here in the backpack. And as you can see, it's really not that expensive of a farm, and it's actually going to be really powerful once we fully stock this thing with spawners. A couple of spawners on their own, like what you would find in vanilla, honestly pretty horrible and you shouldn't do it. But if you can move spawners and get dozens of them, then it becomes interesting. So this is going to be the actual size of the build right here. And you can see it's a little bit tall just because I wanted to stack this thing up with just a wall of spawners on the inside here, and technically we would have to mine out this entire area. However, I discovered that you can actually click on your little schematic cannon, and there's a little show printer settings down here. So you can actually make this thing replace all the solid blocks in the area and just empty out the entire build, and that would actually work out. So we don't need to actually mine out any of the blocks. It is going to require a lot more gunpowder, but in theory, this should just work. I mean, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. So let's go ahead and hit start on this thing. And we should see it actually start to clear out. Yeah, as you can see, it's starting to clear out some blocks down here and build up the lower part of the farm. It starts from the bottom up, of course. Now, the nice thing about this is that one piece of gunpowder gives you like 1,000 shots. So I'm only going to use a couple of gunpowder to power this entire schematic cannon. And it's just going to go around and just bombing this area, placing in the entirety of the build for us, putting in the kill chamber, putting in in the floors, all the belts, the ceilings, the walls. It's going to do everything except for the actual mob spawners themselves, because we don't have all those yet, and they're also not in block form. This thing is pulling materials directly out of this chest right here. So if we look in here, we should see some things get taken out. Oh, there it goes. It goes pretty quick. This really does take automation to the next level. It seems a little bit cheaty to me, but I mean, shoot, it's part of the game. So I mean, I'm gonna use it, right? This seems like it would be exceptionally good for builders just because of all the crazy like roofs and everything. So you can fully design something in creative and then just have this thing like automatically throw it together for you. Now it's not like the quickest thing ever, but I mean, it's way better than I would ever be able to do. Jeez. But as you can see, this is what the farm looks like so far, and the rest of it is just going to be cleaning out the top part of the build. So removing all of the extra stone on the inside, building up the walls, and then all the actual mechanism of the farm is down here. It's all just a bunch of belts going in the kill chamber. But we've used like 3 gunpowder. It just opened up a cave and we already got our first mob in the mob farm. Look at that. Thanks for dropping in, guy. Interesting that it left all the stone blocks in the middle there. Those are where the spawners should be, but it's not actually replacing them. He really just walked in there willingly on his own accord. What a fool. Now, something cool that I realized is that the schematic cannon actually suppresses the update order until the entire build is done, at which point then it updates it and the surroundings. So you can see that it leaves like floating water and sand and all kinds of like crazy cursed looking things. So if you wanted to abuse the system, and I kind of do, then you can definitely make some cursed things out of it. Now, you can't really use this as a way of mining because it just delete all of these stone blocks, like all the cobble and the andesite and everything that it removed. It's all gone and basically deleted. Now, I bet you they made it so you can't delete bedrock using this, unfortunately. Okay, so that is the structure of the mob farm, but there is so much more that we need to do before we can even use this, because this farm relies on 4 fully enchanted netherite swords that are better than this one. We need 2 that are smite and 2 that are sharpness. That way we can actually kill all the undead mobs and the blazes. We also need storage, we need sorting, we need experience, we need enchanting. There is a lot to do, so we better just hop into it. Feels pretty weird making 4 diamond swords, and even weirder making 4 netherite swords? Well, I've definitely never had 5 netherite swords before, so this is kind of cool. So we're just gonna throw all these into the enchanting table and see, hopefully, that we get something good. Bane of Arthropods 5. You know what? There is gonna be a lot of spiders in this farm, so maybe? I feel like that's still trash, but here we go. Smite. Wow, just smite 4. Here we go. Knockback. That's the last thing that we need? No? Okay. So each one of these is going to be, wow, okay, just entirely bad, all around. Not one good sword out of that entire lot. So we managed to get 4 kind of decent swords out of this, but I still feel really bad about keeping this Bane of Arthropods. However, with this farm, there will be thousands of spiders, so maybe not a horrible idea, actually. So we're going to have to do some villager trading to actually max out the rest of these swords. Luckily, in our donations chest, people have actually left us some emeralds, so surely that'll be enough to, you know, max out the swords. Now, lucky for us, a frog has actually set up a villager trading hall, and you might be wondering, where's the villagers? Well, they're all in the boxes. I haven't traded with a villager yet this season or really seen how this works, but apparently you can just pick up a villager like this guy right here and put him in a box, and now we can just trade on this, and it's like a normal trading inventory screen, which is great. So we can trade a bunch of this flint to our villagers, and of course we're producing infinite flint at the base over there, and now we just get to trade to all of these guys. Look how cute this is. This is also massively less laggy than just normal villagers as like an entity, because man, villagers are just honestly like the most laggy entity in Minecraft. Bro, a whole horde of zombies just rolled up in here. Literally like 5 zombies. Where are you coming from? Why are you here? There's not even any villagers here, man. Well, thanks for the flint, Stam. I kind of had to use all of it. Okay, well, it's just time to enchant some things then. Jeez. Do you think this is overkill for like the 8 spawners that I have? I think it's overkill. Yeah, so I was testing the farm with 4 killers and 100 spawners, and it was keeping up pretty fine. So we're gonna alternate. It's gonna be sharpness, and then Bane of Arthropods, sharpness, and then smite. This way we get a nice distribution of effects across the entire killing area, and of course these all have sweeping edge on them as well, so they're gonna hit a bunch of mobs across the entire zone. So now I have a little bit of a predicament. I want the item interface to be like right here, so we can just grab a bunch of stuff out of the mob farm anytime we want, but all of the item outputs of the farm are down here at the bottom, and we have 8 of them. So this is where the vault's gonna go for now, because I don't think there's really a great way to send these items like horizontally. I don't want to use like belts. It's gonna be messy. There's a lot of items that come out of here. A lot of them don't stack together. So we're just gonna throw a giant vault down here. Well, I thought I could put these chutes going to the side of the vault right here, but it doesn't seem like you really can. I want them to go sideways. I know you can do it somehow, but I think they only do it onto other ones. There we go. See, I wanted to go sideways, but into the vault, and I don't know how to do that. So I think we're just gonna rotate the vault. Things I wish I knew first, number 9,000. And I could have just broke all those with the wrench, of course. Okay, vault acquired. Please don't notice that it is asymmetrical. So this guy is going to give us all the items from the vault, and we're going to be able to put items in there, but we have like 5 other things that we need to do with this vault. So first of all, we're going to put a threshold switch somewhere on the back side of this. That way, when the vault is actually full of materials, it's going to activate one of these redstone links, which is basically just wireless redstone built into the game, which is incredible. And you can actually give this thing a filter as well. So if we go ahead and we put a bone in the top and a little bit of a wall right there, that is my filter. That is going to disable all of the mob spawners as soon as this vault fills up, just as like an emergency switch. That way we don't have a bunch of items backing up or a bunch of mobs backing up, because once these deployers get backed up of items, they will stop killing mobs, and all of those mobs are outside the range of the spawners, so they will keep infinitely spawning, and I don't want to get banned for crashing the server. Again, I forgot to configure this thing, but it looks like the vault will actually hold 1,620 stacks of items, which is 103,000 items. So that's pretty good, actually. I like that. I like that a lot. We also need a trash can on this as well, because we're going to get just upteen bajillion infinite items that we do not want. And there goes all my cobblestone, I guess. So yeah, we're just going to put a little bit of a brass funnel going straight into a lava cauldron right here. We have our filter left over from the original mob farm. And of course, we don't need any of this stuff. So in theory, right now, we're actually good to use the mob farm. So if we unflick this lever, all the belts will activate. There goes all of our items. They're going into the vault as well. Looking pretty good. So you've probably noticed that these mob farms give you these nuggets of experience. And basically, these are instant bottles of enchanting, which is pretty convenient. However, it's not that convenient. So if we want to turn this into actual usable experience without having a situation like this where you have like 12,000 of them in your inventory, then we need to actually crush these things down. So I have a filter set up for it right here. We just got some power coming from the main steam engine, and then you want to use these item drains. These are actually useful for draining items in like buckets and whatnot, but we also need some of these mechanical grindstones. So this is going to take the actual nuggets of experience, and it's not actually powering this bottom one right now. Hold up, I gotta reconfigure. Well, it looks like the fluid drain has to be on this side, so we're gonna keep the pump right there because it's convenient, and just do a pipe like that. I'm sure that'll be fine. So yeah, these mechanical grindstones can actually crush down not only the nuggets of experience, but also the entire blocks of experience, which are actually really cool looking. And this is just 9 nuggets, so just a compactor way of storing them. And then that experience is going to get stored inside of the actual drain right here, as you can see. So if we throw a whole stack of those in there, that is exceptionally hard on the ears. Oh my. Did not realize it would just be a constant grinding sound. Well then, I'm gonna have to turn off all of the volume. Anyway, we can just take a little bit of a filter out of the vault and drain this thing straight into a horrible sounding grindstone. And this is gonna give us all of our experience. Now, I want a little personal experience vault down here at the bottom. I cannot. Hopefully the sounds of the mob farm make that not bad. So yeah, we're gonna have a personal experience vault down at the bottom, and then once that fills up with experience, then I want to pipe it up here to a public experience tank, and then anybody can come up here and use this, and like that'll restock as they use the mob farm. I just don't want a situation where I need some experience and then I gotta actually use my own farm. Like, that seems unreasonable. I think I set this up correctly. We have it pumping into this tank, and then I have one of the threshold switches on here, so it should invert once it reaches full capacity. That is on a gear shift, which is then powering one of these fluid valves. So when that gets powered one way or the other with the cogs, then it's going to allow that fluid to go up to the rest of the tank, which I think just happened. Yo, a little bit is up here. That's great. Okay, so I think it is actually working.
How do I fill these things?
Right now you don't. That's the fun part.
Oh, okay, cool.
You happen to log in right as the farm is completely torn down and not functional.
Deal. No worries. Not a problem at all. Question number 2.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what he did. I don't need to explain myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
He deserves that.
Question number 3.
Would you like to spend some money?
I mean, kind of. Where are you getting this lava from?
I have a source. I know a guy. I'm from the Nether.
Would I be able to tap into your source by chance?
I do have infinite source. There happens to be a pipe right here. If you just siphon some off, I would literally never notice.
Oh, okay, cool. Except
Literally.
for the pipe that comes out of it. But no,
Well,
fair enough,
there's
cool.
plenty. Listen, does it look like I would notice a random pipe going across the place?
No.
Yeah. What's one more? I really gotta find a solution to this. So I think the switch is actually working right now because this one is not getting filled up of experience. Meanwhile, the lower one is. So as soon as this gear shift inverts and gets powered, basically, then it should start exclusively powering and sending, you know, orbs up there. I think this little system is necessary. I don't know if it would just like naturally fill up this one first and then go to fill up the larger one, but I want to be sure that I'm getting my fair share of experience around here. Okay, so just for fun, I do want to do a Control-Shift-Q. And, oh, it doesn't throw out that many. I thought it would empty out all of these at once. But anyway, this is going to be a lot of experience orbs on the ground. You know, it's really not that bad. We're just going to go ahead and craft all these down into the blocks of experience. That way I can more easily and quickly crush them down. Why can't the grindstone sound that nice? Like, petition to change the sound of that, because oh my goodness nays. Just one more time for any of you who didn't quite hear it the first time. Okay, so the experience hatch is actually pretty sweet. So if we shift right click on this, boom, 84 levels instantaneously. And then if we just right click on it, that's gonna take all of our experience and put it into the tank there. So that's pretty cool. Now that's only 20 buckets worth of experience and this holds 360. I don't know how many levels that is, but it's many. Okay, this is pretty cool as well. I'm glad Threadlash brought this up because if you just use the mechanical pump and then a little bit of a hand crank, look at this. Yo, that's actually pretty cool. Now, Java is really silly because it doesn't let you instantly absorb all of the experience orbs. As you can see, they like float around for a while, and we can actually like lose some if we just walk around. So Bedrock just lets you instantly pick up all of the experience, which seems a little bit more ideal. Come on, it's 2026, Java, get it together.
So I hear you're in the business of buying spawners, and I might have a couple for you.
I am, yes. I will buy as many as you possibly have. I have many diamonds to spare.
Oh, diamonds, you say?
Yes.
Okay. Are you interested in maybe like a little skeleton and a zombie
Heck
spawner?
yeah, I'll take them. All of them.
All right, so right over here. Here's
Oh,
one.
there's just spawners in the floor. You just keep them in your house like this.
Yeah, I put hidden stuff down there sometimes.
I will give you many diamonds for this. Here you go. Many.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
No.
bring me.
It was a buy one get one.
Yeah,
How about a block?
Yeah, I bought
There you
one, I got one, and now I'm buying another one, and I'm getting another one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Free's not in your different.
No,
here, you want some?
you didn't
want
say
some
buy
burgers?
one, get one free. You said buy one, get one.
Well, buy one get one free is obviously.
You didn't include the free part.
Oh, well, my bad. Okay, well, thanks for the diamond.
I have a spawner for you.
Oh, it's about time. Man, you're going to be owing me interest on that diamond block at this point.
Yeah, so I'm going to say right now, I forgot completely that we made that deal. I'm
I
really
see.
sorry about that.
Oh, this is nice.
Oh, it's over here. Haha!
Ah, there it is. Oh, nice. A skeleton spawner. Very good.
Oh,
You've
no.
fallen in a hole now. You can't get up.
Yeah. Could you,
Well, no, sorry. I'm just going to leave you there.
It's so silly.
Be a shame if something were to spawn. You still can't get out.
Yeah. Uppies.
Cool. I'm going to redo the entirety of the mob farm, and it'll be better thanks to your contributions. And now's where the fun begins. So we have 3 minecart contraptions, all full of spawners, and I do not know which one has the 7 spawners in it. And put it down, and it's 1 skeleton spawner. Okay, well, I will just take that and put it right there. Thank you for your contribution to the farm. Is it contraption number 2? Let's see. Yes, it is. Okay, well, didn't think that would have all the torches on it. Take this spawner. Oh, geez, you gotta do it from so close. Take this spawner, jump up on top of... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, now we have one more spawner, everybody. And actually, we have two more spawners because I got these ones from Frog. So we'll just take this and put it up there, and we'll take this one and put it right there. However, we do need to actually glue all of these things together. That way we can disable the farm just by turning this entire stack of spawners into a contraption. So if you wouldn't mind, Blazes, I would appreciate you calming down for 5 seconds. Okay, everything is great, everybody. Everything is fine. Nothing is problematic at all. We're just gonna go ahead and seal this up real quick like. Okay, you know what? I think that's enough fun, everybody. Have fun dying. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now, the Blazes will take a little bit longer to die just because they have so much health. But that's why we got the 2 sharpness swords in there. Okay, so this thing is now working great. We can actually turn off the entire farm just by, you know, basically turning all of that stuff right there into a contraption. So once all 100 spawners are in here, all of them will be part of one contraption that we can instantly turn off. But otherwise, we just flick the lever, everything spawns in, and we get a ton of guys really quickly. No need to hold a looting sword. All the swords already have looting on them. Now, this thing down here at the bottom is dropping out exact stacks of the experience nuggets, so hopefully it doesn't turn on too often. So I think a resounding mission accomplished. We can remove the sign, but I'm still gonna say that there's a mob farm ahead. Now it's only sorta janky. So obviously a lot of work left to be done in this area, lots of decoration to do, but I just set up some basic pathways for now. That way people can actually come in here and use the mob farm and actually kill all these guys and see everything working. So we got our enchanting set up. I'm gonna try and bully people into giving me spawners for 2 diamond blocks each. I feel like that's a great price. It's double what I was paying a couple days ago. We got the experience tank over here, and then if we head downstairs, we also have the storage system down here as well. And as you can see, we got a lot of stuff in here. I turned off the trash can just out of curiosity. I also turned off the experience grinder because I think it's kind of good for now. Now, unfortunately, you don't activate any of the mob spawners from down here, which is maybe a good thing, maybe a bad thing. So you do have to stand basically exactly right here if you want to activate the very top left corner spawner, but that's fine because we're gonna have, you know, dozens and dozens of spawners in here. But I want to get one of every different spawner type in here. Right now, we're missing silverfish from the stronghold, and we're also missing magma cube from the nether. Now, we cannot use the trial spawners in here, which is pretty unfortunate because they just don't work. We can't move them and like keep the spawner portion of it working. We can move the block, but it won't spawn any mobs. So I'm gonna go head off and grab as many spawners as I can possibly find so we can max out this mob farm. Okay, well, here's our bastion. You're gonna go to a nice new home. Give me the spawner. Thank you. Let's see, that wasn't so difficult. And then we just run back here. We put it on that thing. We put that right there, and then we boop. Okay, thanks. Great. Now we can farm magma cubes in our mob farm. Why are we doing that? I wanted to. I just felt like it. Okay, listen, they're cute. I kind of like them. I want a plushie. I just want to take a second to stop and smell the sulfur because this is beautiful. Look at the damage that we've done to this horrible dimension. You know what? I'm proud of the progress that we've made today. We have 29 more mob spawners to put in the farm now. Absolutely crazy. We still need to get like 3 times this amount though. Yeah, we gotta do a lot more harvesting of spawners around the world, man. Make that 30 spawners because someone just dropped off another spawner right here and took a couple of diamond blocks. So that's pretty nice. So this is where the fun really begins. I need to absolutely max out this entire area of spawners. And as soon as I turn this on, we're going to get just bombarded with blazes, which is great. Now, I do have the killers on, and luckily these diving boots actually make it so that we do not get pushed around by the belts. So that's really cool. But if I do fall down there, I'm going to get absolutely annihilated by those swords. So let's try not to do that. So pretty much here goes nothing. It's going to be a fairly straightforward process of actually putting all these spawners in there. You take them out of the chest, you put it right here, you grab the spawner, and then you jump up there and place it in. And it's really not going to be too bad. The only real problem is these blazes, of course. Now, I have no idea which one of these carts actually has what mob spawner in it. I feel like I got a very balanced amount of spawners. I tried to get a lot of skeletons. I tried to avoid a couple of zombies and spiders and stuff. But, you know, there's definitely still quite a few of those in here. Now, the zombies are really only bad because they spawn in the zombie reinforcements, and I don't really have a way to stop those from spawning in, so they do just kind of invade the base every time. I am kind of getting beat up in here, but I think we are basically done now. So we just go ahead and remove all these blocks. We should have just a ton of mobs pouring out of this thing now. Yeah, so this seems to be working, everybody. Look at this. Absolutely love it. There's probably still some torches. Yeah, some blocks left in there. This is really good. Just based off of some mob spawners, you can see this thing's only about a quarter to a third full as well. And of course, the off switch works perfectly as well. So now we flick this and basically all of them are going to spawn almost immediately, which is really cool to see. So this thing is going to be producing us just a ton, and I mean a ton of experience. Now, the weird thing is that they actually try to attack the deployers. They treat it like a player, so they're going to be shooting arrows and fireballs at it and trying to melee it, and that's actually why the zombie reinforcements spawn as well. So occasionally you're going to see a bunch of zombies walk in here. That's why we got some fences to try and keep those guys out. Not much I can really do to stop that, I don't think. Oh yeah, so we got 9,500 nuggets of experience already. I should probably start crushing some of that down. Oh my god, this is amazing. So there's a button right here, and you can just search for like basically any sound in the game, and then if we click this, it just stops the grindstone sound. Oh my, wow. I wish I knew that days ago. So we have a lot more that we need to get done today, like upgrading the tunnel bore, because we need to get a lot more netherite. I just spent like everything that I had. And honestly, the tunnel bore just has a lot of improvements that need to be made to it in general. But mostly I just want more netherite and diamonds. Another stack of drills. But wait, another stack of drills. And another stack of drills. Heck yeah, look at this. That's only 332 drills. Another stack of drills. Somebody stop this madman. We're gonna drill into Boss Sing Se. Okay, so this is our current drill. 16 by 16. We have 4 stacks of drills right here. So we're gonna double it to make it twice as wide. We really do not need this thing to be any taller because we're already in premium diamond level and premium ancient debris level. So we'll just keep it this height, but make it so much wider. That way we get way more netherrack. Just so much more netherrack. That's really what I need in life, is more netherrack. Look at this amazing tunnel bore. This is so cool. 32 blocks wide, 16 blocks tall, pure industrial iron, only the best. It should just work. It's gonna be so incredible. So half of this tunnel was already mined out, obviously, because this is where we did it before, but this is the only place I could actually build this that it would fit. So that's why we're building it right here. But listen to this. Listen to this. Absolutely incredible. Now, there is a solution to actually picking up all these experience orbs and putting them into a fluid tank. We need to get ourselves one of the lanterns. But in order to do that, we gotta go hit up an ocean monument. And normally, mining fatigue is a problem. But not when you have a tunnel bore. We're just gonna tunnel bore through the ocean monument, guys. What could go wrong? Now, the big problem about this is all of the particles from the blocks breaking. It really seems like there should be an option to disable those particles somewhere in the settings, because that's gonna cause quite a bit of client-side lag. But otherwise, it shouldn't be too bad. It's really not that many blocks that are being broken. Okay, moment of truth. This thing is about to be mining out the full width of the tunnel bore, and we're gonna see just how bad the lag is from all of these particles. And it seems like there's a maximum number of particles because we're only getting particles on the right side that you'll notice. So maybe they did think about lag. I absolutely love that this thing is just huge. It just destroys the entirety of the overworld. But look at this, absolutely incredible. I do want to turn off the thing real quick and see just how many diamonds we've gotten, because I swear it's probably like at least a stack or so. I mean, there's just so many diamonds when you end up just destroying the entire world. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see what we got in this thing. 30? Last time we mined out this little section, we got a stack and a half. Yeah, so all of this experience right here, this is a problem. What is it doing? What? That's abnormal behavior. Something is very wrong. I don't like that at all. Why is it flying around? There's no one else online. That's very, kind of sus. Yeah, so this is working about as well as you would ever expect in the Nether. It's just going to destroy absolutely everything. and we're gonna make a tunnel going all the way to that ocean monument. Also, again, we just have the armor being invisible right now, so if we just turn it back on, as you see, boom, we are fine for another 22 minutes down here. It sounds like we're either burning items or we're burning experience right now. Oh yeah, we're burning items already. Okay, we should probably empty out the drill. That sounds like maybe a good idea. Hey, so if this item gets dropped in lava, the entire drill and the vault is just gone, right? So maybe we should wait until we're out of this lava. Oh, see, this is one of them lava canyons. We don't like this. Nah, lava canyons are bad, man. But again, I just want to reiterate, none of these horrible lava ravines or lava caves are on Bedrock Edition. On Bedrock, all the lava stops like right here. There ain't nothing else. It's just netherrack going all the way down. Oh, we're not even picking up our debris right now. This is taking us way too long to actually acquire, but we're gonna make some of the netherite diving boots, and these are very good on their own. Because when you're wearing these, you can just walk through lava normally, and then if you put on like regular boots, this is the normal speed. So it's basically like Depth Strider for lava. The issue is that you sink in water, so you kind of want 2 pairs of them. But this is so much nicer. Look at this. I didn't notice this before, but this white line right here is the actual bounding box of the drill. That is insane. What is happening? That is huge. To get to that ocean monument, we need to build a portal at like 212 by -107. We're currently at -40, which means that we need to drill all the way through just this absolute abomination of lava. And just like, it is the worst possible bit of Minecraft terrain I think I've ever seen in my life. Not only is it Basalt Delta, it's the worst, craggliest, raviniest, caviest, lava oceaniest bit of, like, yeah, words don't describe how bad that is. But hey, we got a tunnel bore. That's just gonna drill through it. So, you know, who cares? Every block we go forward, the lava gets nearer. No. No, this isn't good. Oh no, there it is. Oh no, no. Okay, I'm gonna sit down. We're just gonna hunker down and go through it. We're just gonna go through the whole thing. It's fine. I got 18 minutes of lava breathing. Hopefully the machine doesn't stop. Why'd you stop? No, this is the worst possible place to stop. Oh, there's one piece of gravel. Of all the things to stop the machine, one piece of gravel. I think it just destroyed the minecart, maybe. The minecart's gone. Of all the places for it to kill the minecart, it had to be right here? Minecraft gods have forsaken me. How much debris have we got? 16, wow. That's not very good. 65,000 netherrack, though. I didn't think it was possible for gravel to mess this up, but apparently there is nowhere else that we could build a portal without it being all lava. So let's hope that this goes to the ocean monument, and that the ocean monument's not rated, so we can get a singular sponge, so with that we can upgrade. We're underneath the ocean monument. We're 100 blocks underneath the ocean monument. My tunnel bore does not go vertically. We're at the very bottom of the world. I should have seen this coming. Hey, at least we got diamonds, though. Yo, we got plenty of diamonds. Right, you know what? I was gonna complain, but I've decided that I'll complain later. I came here to ask you a question. There we go. Hey, look at that. 1 sponge. That's actually literally all we needed, but we're not going to stop there. Okay, so if you don't know, there's always 3 outer guardians, and they're always in the same spots. One's up here at the top, and then there's one in this branch, and there's one on that branch. And then normally you can break your way in here with some TNT, but we are using create, so we're just going to drill our way in there. Drill, 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 drill. Okay, thank you. Boop, boop. And then you just got to do circles around a pillar, and that breaks their line of sight. And then you don't get shot by lasers. I am a fan of not getting shot by lasers. I swear, I've been here for like 20 hours, but we finally found the sponges. Okay, so we're gonna put one of these fluid tanks onto the bore. That way we can store a lot of experience. This is too big. This is too big. So I'm not sure what the range of these lanterns are, but we're gonna put 3 of them on the drill, equally spaced. That way all the ores and the skulk and everything will drop experience. That'll all get collected and put into storage. That way we can maybe use it later. Okay, here is the current state of the drill. Just absolutely massive. A little bit laggy when it's in entity form. But we put the 3 of those lanterns on there. That's going to collect all the experience. Also put a number of drills at the bottom. And this is going to dig trenches along the entire area. That way all the water and lava that falls from the ceiling just kind of goes in the trenches. It doesn't spread out as much. This should really help us contain quite a bit of the mess without needing just hundreds and thousands of deployers everywhere to place a shield roof or, you know, destroy sources of lava and water or whatever. So I think that's a very affordable solution to the problem. We also got some trash cans on here, so when the farm's moving, it's actually going to be dumping out a bunch of items, so it's giving us, you know, all these items right here. But otherwise, this entire thing is actually good to go. We can pick it up, and you're not where you should be. Here goes the machine. I feel like we could even make it larger if we wanted to, and check out this absolutely beautiful site. And then this thing should be dropping out some stacks of deep slate in here. Now, it's not actually going to burn them. I don't have a way to destroy the items quite yet. Now, the trenches are a little bit unnecessary in the overworld, but I mean, it's fine, right? It's also a good way to actually reveal more ores. But in the nether, these trenches are going to be a lifesaver for that lava, just to kind of clean it up a little bit. So you can see that whenever it mines an ore, there's going to be a little burst of experience, and then it goes and kind of filters down to the bottom, and then it gets picked up by the little lanterns. This is actually such a good thing to do. That's going to help reduce a lot of lag, actually, because these XP orbs do build up over time. And then it's also going to put it into a usable format for us. So it's actually going to be inside of this lovely little collection container right here. So whenever we stop the machine, that is actually going to be collectible. We can just like click on that. Look at this. The trenches are doing their work. They're stopping the water from flowing absolutely everywhere. And then these lanterns got to fill up with experience before it actually puts it in the tank. And this tank is going to never fill up because these things have barely filled up at all. So it's going to take a hot minute, but otherwise this drill is looking pretty good. Now we do need to figure out how to get a deployer on this to actually place down a grid of torches behind it, because apparently you can use a schematic on a deployer. Don't know how to do that. But you know what? We could make it larger. So I discovered that we need to move this drill forwards and up. That way it's not getting deleted by the bedrock, because previously we had it down a layer, and sometimes if you place down the drill, it'll be inside a bedrock block and then just break and disappear. Okay, so drilling through the deep dark and the skulk, this is where those XP lanterns are actually gonna be worth their weight, because they're gonna start to absorb all of these XP orbs. So this is actually gonna start to pick up pretty quick and be somewhat of a source of experience. It's still not going to be great, but I mean, it's quite a bit. So yeah, mining through the deep dark, it did give us a fair bit of experience, and now there is a slight sliver, a half a bucket of experience in here, and this is actually such a cool texture. Like, that's really well done. I love that. So from all of this mining right here, we're going to get exactly 213 diamonds. That is actually quite a bit. I'll take all of that. Thank you very much. That's like 4 stacks of diamonds. And then we already got 325. We need to get around 1,000 or so to make a full diamond beacon. So we are halfway there, everybody. So imagine being the person that has this tunnel bore, right? And then you come through this tunnel and like your tunnel bore is putting down a little bridge. It's just like, oh my, what happened here? And you just keep on going on your day. Little do they know that this is what we're working towards. Little update on the factory. I have to reconfigure this whole thing because my belts are disappearing. There's a belt thief on the server. Now, I'm pretty sure this is due to chunk borders. So I'm going to go ahead and fix this entire thing. Make sure that none of the belts are crossing chunk borders. That way it doesn't just randomly break again. There's still a lot of logistics to do on the factory. We need to get all these items out of these chests so it stops backing up. We need to get them all into vaults and tie our vaults together. We need to get chain conveyors and frogs and oh my, so much more to do, and enchant industry as well. That way we can get overpowered enchantments like efficiency 6 and fortune 4 and all that stuff. But that's gonna have to wait until the next episode. So if you enjoyed this one, then thank you so much for watching. Drop a like and subscribe.